This is a review for The Real Housewives of New York, Season 13, Episode 3, Cancel Consideration. The episode begins with Eboni and Luann. Luann is looking for a file for her nail, and Eboni happens to have one. In the bedroom, Eboni confides in Luann, saying that she was concerned about Ramona's calling everyone to help. This is personal to Eboni because Eboni's mother took care of white people and children all her life. And so this is for Eboni, this is insensitive in 2021. Meanwhile, Luann has planned a day at a winery there in the Hamptons. And Eboni tells Luann that she's going to bring this up at the winery because this is something that weighs on her. And at the winery, the discussion goes actually well. Ramona seems to be receptive, which is not Ramona. But we're not disappointed in Ramona because later on, a discussion comes up at the winery. The ladies are at the table. Ramona, while she was in Florida recouping from COVID-19, told the press that she had donated her own plasma to science. Well, none of the women are believing this bullshit. I'm not sure if Ramona remembers this bullshit. But Leah is one of those people, and you probably know someone like Leah, that once she gets it in her teeth and she knows that you're full of shit, she wants a full retraction and a full apology. And she's not going to accept anything less. And she goes on. She bites into Ramona and she doesn't let go. Till the other women come by and go, listen, just ease up. We know she's full of shit. And then Ramona makes her escape to the restroom. And she's very upset. And so her bestie, Sonia, goes and rescues her. And Ramona is beyond pissed. She is going on about, she opened her house. She's trying to make friends with Leah, and Leah does this to her. And Leah's wearing leopard stripes, and she looks ridiculous. And Sonia points out, well, baby, you looking kind of weird yourself. You're wearing leopard stripes. In fact, you've got more animal prints than Leah. No, I don't. And so they get to the table, and all the ladies have told Leah, like, listen. In a sense, you're not going to get a full apology from from Ramona. That's just where it's going to go. The ladies leave the winery and they go into the town for some shopping. And Sonia's sort of just in her feelings. I mean, she's having financial problems, and here all these people are buying expensive clothes and everything. And she's sort of feeling down and sort of left out. So Luann, being the girlfriend she is, she bought her an outfit or bought her a top. And things are going well. Luann sets up a private dinner in a restaurant in town. And the issue of her alcoholism sort of surfaces. She's kind of nervous. And so she orders like water, something that looks like a cocktail or some wine, but she doesn't drink any alcohol. This is noticed by Leah, who also have issues with alcohol. And so we have a little scuffle and a little disagreement. But there's another larger issue looming. Heather Thompson, who used to be a cast member some years ago, has been in the press talking negatively, talking shit about the ladies, saying that Luann's an alcoholic and a drunk, and she's saying that Sonia would have been better off not having a facelift. The girlfriendy things. Now let me give you some background about Heather. Heather, along with Dorinda Medley, who I hope they bring back by the end of the season, have friends of color. It's clear in their conversations. It's clear in their demeanors. My favorite thing about Heather Thompson is she was in a discussion, one of them, and she was calling people motherfuckers and all this, and it was done correctly. She said it sort of like a person of color. And a surprise, the East Side women like, oh, and somebody wrote, she said, well, did you learn this in prison? Heather or not, she's not the one. Now, I'm not sure she'd be invited to the barbecue, but she'd get a plate. Same thing with Dorinda Medley. Dorinda Medley, you can tell by her how she moves her hands and how she talks, and motherfucker is not and bitch is not foreign to her. Once again, y'all been around people of color. So Dorinda was one they were afraid of but Heather was one that you felt that this girl may throw down. So they everybody was a little afraid of Heather. So it's going to be interesting next week. But they go on, they have dinner. Luana's got a boyfriend, Garth. And Sonia is jealous, just jealous. Plus, she's liquored up, and ain't nobody fun like a liquored up Sonia until she's gone over the top. And she did. She went over the top. Ebony admitted at dinner that, this is her first time being around this many white people at a dinner. She has white friends, but she's never traveled in a pack. And she announced she enjoys herself. The episode I liked. It was light. Again, once again I say New York is the gold standard. There are beefs, but they're settled. They don't go on forever. They cut to the chase. And next week is going to be good because, like I said, Heather's not a punk. Trust and believe she's not a punk. And she's going to stand up to everything she says. Now, you got Leah and Ebony there, and they're not feeling all that good, even though nothing was said about them, but they talked about her friends. So next week is going to be interesting. I think we're going to have some drama, and somebody's going to drop a motherfucker or two. Follow me. Speaking of follow, if you haven't hit that subscribe, you need to hit it. I'm waiting. And if you like what you hear, pass on to friends. If you don't like what you hear, tell me what you think, because I really want to hear about it. Meanwhile, the Real Housewives of New York City cancel Couture, that's what I'm changing it to, is over. Wishing you love, joy, and happiness. From California's capital city, please be well. Rodfather out. Bye.